SpaceX is launching the first all-civilian orbital flight ever on September 15th in a mission benefiting St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. The 4 civilians are part of SpaceX's private orbital mission, Inspiration 4, researching how space affects the human body. Billionaire tech entrepreneur and pilot Jared Isaacman, St. Jude physician's assistant and pediatric cancer survivor Haley Arsenault, data engineer Kris, and geoscientist, science communicator, and commercial astronaut Sean Proctor will orbit Earth over 3 days and conduct multiple experiments from space. Crew members' ECG activity, movement, sleep, rhythm, and blood oxygen levels will be measured throughout the flight. They will also take tests to monitor cognitive and behavioral performance while in space. This is the first spaceflight for all 4 crew members. The crew's goal is to raise $200 million for the Children's Hospital. In addition, Isaacman is donating $100 million. The flight takes off from the Kennedy Space Center on September 15th and will air live on Netflix's YouTube channel. SpaceX will determine a launch time frame based upon Florida's weather conditions approximately 3 days before. Ahead of the launch, Netflix will release a series showing the preparation for the flight. The first 2 episodes will premiere on September 6th, followed by another 2 episodes on September 13th. On September 30th, a final episode will premiere on Netflix documenting the crew's return home. In other space news, there is a bizarre object, which is not a star or a planet, that is rushing through the Milky Way galaxy, which has left NASA scientists shocked and baffled. They found it by chance and have been trying to figure out exactly what it is. However, first, how did they come to name it, of all things, the accident? Well, it seems it was a chance encounter, an encounter, if you will, that actually brought this bizarre object in space to notice when it sort of crept into their photos while they were taking pictures of something else. In fact, this object, officially named by NASA as this, which is very much present in our Milky Way galaxy, and there may be more lurking there. To add to the mystery surrounding the object, it defied NASA's scientists' efforts to describe it. Incredibly, it is not a star, it is not a planet, it's something in between. What exactly is that? Something unique. It is being surmised that this is a failed star called a brown dwarf. Brown dwarfs sometimes defy characterization. In effect, brown dwarfs are objects in space that started out as a star but failed to turn themselves on to becoming a complete star, unlike our very own sun. The reason they failed to become a star is that they didn't have enough mass to power up nuclear fusion. However, these are very large in size, sometimes 80 times the size of the planet Jupiter. But the specific bizarre brown dwarf is very hot, and it will take millions of years to actually cool down. The accident might be 10 billion to 13 billion years old, at least double the median age of any other known brown dwarf, says NASA. Next in the news, even after 6 months, NASA's tiny helicopter is still flying high on Mars. While NASA's concept was only supposed to fly 5 times, the helicopter has now completed 12 flights and is not ready to retire just yet. NASA has now extended its mission indefinitely and will now accompany the rover Perseverance, which is looking for signs of life on Mars. When the copter reached the red planet, it had survived the glacial cold of the Martian nights and kept warm from solar panels that charge its batteries during the day. This, on April 19th, however, became the first motorized craft to fly on another planet. When the helicopter was first launched into space, there were doubts among the team. Mars has an air density equivalent of only 1% of Earth's atmosphere. which is like flying a helicopter in thin air. But since its landing has flown as high as 39 feet and covered a distance of 1.6 miles, it is now being sent out to scout the way for Perseverance, the rover with high-res color camera. Next time on Discover Zen, we're going to go ahead and discuss, why does Elon Musk's SpaceX Starship belly flop? Thank you so much for watching our video. If you liked what you saw, please click that like and subscribe button. Let us know in the comments below if you thought this engineering design would actually fly in Mars. Until next time,